Idiot talked about my kids, he's still somebody, if I see him out in the streets, I'm going to give him everything I got to break his fucking jaw,
Colby Covington was sucker punched by Jorge Masvidal when exiting a Miami steakhouse. Colby is seen here on the left with Bob Menery next to him. This video will seek to investigate whether Bob Menery set him up to be sucker punched. In investigating who set up Colby, it's important to first find out who dislikes him enough to cause him potential life-threatening harm. Colby is one of the most polarizing figures in the UFC with plenty of haters, but in these next few clips pay close attention to how often Bob mentions how he lost to Usman and how he lost in devastating fashion.
When I fought Usman, every single fan after I left, they're like, dude, you won round 3.
But you have an L on the card.
Yeah. I mean, by 3 judges.
Your shoulders respect, love you. I think you lost the fight. I think Usman kicked the shit out of you. I think he beat you. And I just gave you respect. I just gave you respect.
You got to go rewatch that fight, man. You must have not seen the tape.
I've watched it 5 times.
I
I think you lost the fight, plain and simple. Losing a fight like that, right? When you're talking all this shit and you're, I'm the man, I'm all this, and you lose the fight because it's an L on the scorecard, you got to come back down to earth a little bit. But Usman is the guy, though, now in your head.
No, Poirier, bro.
No, but Usman beat him already, right?
So how Bob speaks of Colby's razor-thin loss to the #1 pound-for-pound fighter alive. He kicked the shit out of you, you lost plain and simple, and he doubles down on his belief that Colby clearly lost by mentioning it 7 times within 3 minutes. Now observe how Bob reacts when talking about Colby's 50-44 dominant win over Masvidal.
It was a hell of a fight, but the last fight
I can't believe you didn't get touched. It was flawless victory.
But it wasn't on the Usman level.
So when Colby loses a razor-thin decision to the #1 pound-for-pound fighter alive, Bob blatantly disrespects him by constantly talking about how bad Colby lost. But when the subject of Colby dominating Masvidal comes up, it's downplayed. In this next clip, Colby's on the left and Bob is on the right. Bob is seen waving someone on, and then suddenly 2 people run at Colby and hit him from behind. One of those attackers confirmed as Masvidal later. It's important not only to note Bob waving someone on, but to observe his behavior immediately after Colby is jumped. He slowly backs away. In a situation when someone is unexpectedly jumped, adrenaline is pumping through your body because you are aware that you're in serious danger and you either need to fight or run. Look how calmly he acts despite the guy next to him being attacked. Before the attack, the group makes plans to go clubbing that night. Take a look at Bob's interesting line of questions for Colby.
I can't believe we're actually going to do this. So we are going to do this tonight. This is the last night. I'm going out 100%. We'll have fun tonight.
Yeah.
Colby, you in?
Hell yeah, man.
All right.
Let's go, bro. This is
so take me through what happens when we go there. We go there tonight. What are they going to do? They're going to let you through the back door? Or?
Oh, yeah, for sure. They got to.
Okay.
Yeah, we can't be going in the front door.
We have no chance of getting laid now.
No, well, I'm saying I don't know. I don't do the shit he does, so I want to know what it's like. Like, what's it like to be a celebrity going into a club?
So before the attack, Bob is quoted asking Colby how he enters and exits a club while they make plans to go clubbing that night. Not a suspicious question at all. The next question you have to ask yourself is why is Bob alone with Colby and carpooling with him after disrespecting him for the entire podcast?
I think, I'm not trying to, be the man. Some reason I think I can kick the shit out of you.
Here's Bob's story why him and Colby were together carpooling.
So I'm like, all right, you ready to bounce? And so we get up and we walk out. And the thing that pissed me off, too, is we had Chris with us.
Who's Chris?
Chris is the security guard.
Okay.
For Kyle.
Right. That's right.
We walk outside, and Kyle and them are doing their thing, and then Colby had his own car there, and the car was parked across the street at Papi Steak, Krupman's place. And so Kyle and the boys go in this car, and Colby and I'm like, I'll just roll with you. You want to roll with me?
So after disrespecting Colby for an entire podcast, obviously Colby wouldn't invite this guy to roll with him, as the story suggests. Bob clearly invites himself with Colby away from Kyle and Kyle's security guard. This is the only brief moment during Colby's 2-day stint with the Nelk boys that he's away from the security guard, and it's at this precise moment Masvidal jumps him. This last section will analyze Bob's feelings and behaviors after the attack. There's one theme that he keeps repeating.
And there's legal shit going on right now, I guess, which is pretty shitty because you never like to see. If I could take it back, absolutely, because I never like to see fucking somebody facing the charges that Masvidal's facing. It sucks. But at the end of the day, I talked to Colby, and I just suggest, I was like, is it the worst thing in the world to maybe fucking let this thing go? It's like you don't never want to see anything go to the legal system. I just got off the phone with Colby 15 minutes ago, and I try to just. I just wish it didn't have to go through the legal system.
Bob is obsessed with Colby not pressing charges against Masvidal, despite the fact that Colby could have died if he hit his head wrong on the pavement. Which brings us to the important question of, why is Bob so against pressing charges? The answer to this is because Bob could be charged with criminal conspiracy. Criminal conspiracy is defined as an agreement between two or more people to commit an illegal act along with an intent to achieve the agreement's goal. Any action in furtherance of the crime, i.e. waving Masvidal over or texting him the location of Colby, means Bob could be found guilty on criminal conspiracy charges. So in conclusion, do I believe that Bob Menery set up Colby? We may never know.
Make sure you subscribe to JD Young's channel or I'll fucking destroy you.